Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Sarah Hodges. Sarah is an executive coach. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Sarah Hodges. Sarah, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Welcome. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I think we're having some audio problems. I just said good
Yes,
morning.
I think we are good now. We are good now. I appreciate it.
Okay, awesome.
Let me start with this. Where are you? What happened? Who are you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Well, I have to say, my story is a wild evolution. I actually went from opera singing to personal training to financial advising to investor relations. And then I ended up as an executive coach. But through it all, I coached in some capacity and I continued to learn, get new certifications, develop my methodology. And then when I ended up as an executive coach, I was able to test those methods out through thousands and thousands of coaching conversations. And now we have a replicable and powerful coaching method that we can transform, organizations and individuals with in pretty quick turnover, in a pretty quick time.
Based on your experience, what are the top three reasons why do people fail?
I think that people tend to oversimplify what it takes to get to the goal, usually because they don't gather enough information on the front end about what it will take to get there, or they're not clear about why they want to achieve their goal. So they become very focused on the goal itself and not what the goal will provide for them emotionally or physically. So they don't have any backup plans or other ways to reach that goal. I think that the last reason that people don't think about is that they wait too long to pivot. So it gets to the point where you see, okay, the approach that I'm taking is probably not going to help me reach this goal. So what are some other ideas? What are some other ways I can circumvent and still get the essence of this goal I'm trying to achieve? And they wait too long to do that. So they end up just outright failing.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Honestly, my greatest failure is every second in my life that I didn't believe in myself, that I didn't recognize my own inherent value, my power, that I let someone make me feel small or control me, that I let other people's opinions of me or opinions I imagine they had of me make me feel small. And I overcame it by my own personal journey, my own evolution of coming into myself, coming into my power, recognizing my inherent value, and not letting anyone else make me feel small.
What are your top three success secrets that others can model from?
I believe that success is the process of continual innovation. So I would say that the most important three success secrets that I teach people is to just try something and then optimize it and then optimize it again. And the act of trying is kind of like a test. I need more coffee, but like a test and repeat method, right? Where you test something, you see how it works, you fix it, you test it again, you optimize it a little bit more and test it again, optimize it a little bit more. Doing that continually and doing that consistently is success. It's going to get you closer to where you want to be regardless. It's like a process of success instead of success being some kind of, some goal that you want to achieve later. When you achieve that, then what, right? It's really a way of life.
What motivates you within?
My personal values motivate me from within. My personal values are authenticity, connection, and growth. And all of these values combined inherently drive me. So as a coach, I want to show up authentically. I want to genuinely connect with my clients and I want to help them grow. And I tend to learn from them and grow along with them.
What is your company's motto?
Our company's motto, believe it or not, is shit is fertilizer. And we say that shit is fertilizer to remind us that the things that are gross in life, the things that we struggle with actually help us grow. Like shit helps plants grow. So when you embrace it, you just roll around in it. When you let it fertilize you, when you accept it for what it is, that's when you can see the most growth, the most success.
Who is your ideal client?
Our ideal clients are organizations who really recognize the value of an engaged and emotionally healthy culture. Organizations where I don't have to explain to them how that's going to increase their ROI. They get that if their employees are happier and they're engaged and they're doing even more than what their leaders ask of them, that's when they're going to have the most success. And so, organizations that come to me and want me to help them get more of that, those are my ideal clients.
How do you find your ideal client?
I typically find them on LinkedIn or referrals. So I have a lot of conversations with people that I meet in LinkedIn. And when a client is really happy with us, I always say that a referral is, the best gift a client can give us, right? Or the testimonial of their happiness. So when I get a referral from someone else, that's always really exciting.
How do you engage your ideal client?
Honestly, I just talk to them. I talk to them just like I'm talking to you now. We have a conversation, I get to know their needs, and I'm really honest with them about whether or not I can meet them and provide solutions. And when we do engage, when I provide them with a proposal, it really speaks to what they're looking for, not what I think they need to do.
What are your well-defined products or services?
It's really important to us to help any company, regardless of size or budget. So we provide products and services at scale, whether that's our traditional one-on-one coaching or our online program, group coaching, workshop speaking engagements. We have a whole menu of options to help a company get a little bit closer to a better culture.
Why someone should buy from you?
I think our replicable coaching methods that are all based in behavioral neuroscience is a big reason why someone should buy from us, because we get those fast and sustainable results that really transform individuals and organizations. But we also have a lot of fun doing it. Like, I like to laugh and joke with my clients and have a good time and be real with them, because sometimes this stuff can be really, really serious and that gets tiring for me too. So I also have a personal reason to make it fun. It brings more joy to my life and makes the experience more fun for the organizations as well.
How do you crush your competition?
Because of our unique approach, we tend to penetrate into industries that are not typically as open to this type of coaching. So we get into a lot of, even though our coaching does use a lot of EQ, right, and feelings-based approaches, because it's science-based and in neuroscience, it's based in neuroscience, we tend to get into industries like, finance, or even like other like man's industries, with more technical skills. Like, one of our organizations um, checks fire hoses, or like another, they have technicians that are out on the field that are like guys. And I think that we tend to get into those industries because of the really intellectual science-backed approach with the humor. So it's able to reach them in a way that traditional feelings-based EQ doesn't.
How do you deliver a five-star client experience?
We provide amazing coaching. I mean, really, the heart of the client experience is within the coaching session itself. So it's making sure that we're really listening to the client. We're using our neuroscience-backed coaching methods to help them get really great results. We are, just connecting with them in an authentic way, so they feel safe opening up and talking about what's really at the heart of the matter instead of all of the fluff. It's really our coaching sessions itself is how we deliver our five-star client experience.
How do you convert your clients into brand ambassadors?
Honestly, we really suck at that. We don't. We're really terrible at converting our clients into brand ambassadors, and that's one of our 2022 goals. And I'm always open with my clients about the fact that we're still growing too. We're improving as a company. And so, hey, any of my clients out there listening, can you please be a brand ambassador and tell everyone how great we are? That's about all I got.
How do you handle rejections?
I think I try not to take them to heart, because of the fact that I've done so much work on myself and so much work on feeling an internal sense of strength. I feel like a rejection not necessarily a no, but a not yet, or it's just not the right match. And not everybody has to be the right match. It's kind of like dating, you know? Maybe a rejection is actually a good thing. You wouldn't have gotten along anyway. It's fine. On to the next. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
How do you handle an angry client?
Prevention. I try to prevent angry clients from happening in the first place. In the off chance that they do, and I can't really think of any specific examples to be honest, I would use one of our proprietary methods, which is conversation algorithms, which is a brain-based way to approach conversations for openness and receptivity. That way we can come to a solution that works for everybody.
We are about to move into lightning round. That means quick question and quick answer. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What are you grateful for today?
Oh, my daughter, and that's every day. My daughter is so amazing. She's a little 2-year-old with an amazing spirit. Sorry, that was already a long question. Shouldn't have asked that because mom starts talking about their child and she's going to keep going on and on.
How do you start your day?
I try to get that same toddler to go pee-pee on the potty. That's every day. It's like a 10-minute battle.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a thought leader. Right now, I think people see me as an executive coach, but really I want to be known for our proprietary methodology and go and do speaking engagements and be a thought leader, write books, that sort of thing.
What are your plan to achieve your goal?
I think to take my time. I have really learned that when you go slow, you go fast, making sustainable bite-sized chunks and habits instead of trying to rush through it and write a book in a weekend, which I've done in the past, and that was not very fun. I can't do it now as a mom.
How will you feel in case you don't achieve your goal?
I don't think that my self-worth or my inherent value is tied up in goals and external things, so I'll still sleep at night.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
Well, I try something and look for a solution. Then if that doesn't seem like it's working, I start trying something else.
What is the advice you will give to a younger yourself?
Okay, people's opinions about you have more to do with them than you, so don't worry too much about them.
Once you have a revenue-generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
Well, I'm getting a divorce, so that's a non-issue.
Who is your living mentor and what's the impact?
I had a former client who unfortunately died of ALS. And after he died, I became very close to his widow. And she is amazing. She's living her best life. She goes to all the theater in New York. She dresses to the nines with crazy, fun, artistic clothing. And she has inspired me to be totally authentic and live her best life. And that I can do that now when I'm older, whenever, no matter what's happening in life.
Why being impactful is important to you?
I think that because of what I've gone through, because of my education in neuroscience and my experience as a coach, I really have kind of cracked the code on human growth and potential. And I want to help as many people learn how to be their best authentic selves as I possibly can.
What do you want to be remembered for?
My authenticity. I want people to know that whether I'm talking to the president or my 2-year-old or you or my assistant, that I'm showing up the same way all the time. I'm just showing up as Sarah.
How can we support you?
Oh, by editing out all my flubs because I needed some extra coffee and then promoting the crap out of this. That would be great.
We are about to wrap up. I like to have a few words about your today's guest experience on the show. Here is my question. What would you say about your today's guest experience on the show?
It was great. It went much faster than I thought it was going to go, and you kept a really awesome pace to keep the energy up.
What would you say as a final word?
Okay, I wrote this down ahead of time. Oh, yes, this is very important to everybody listening. It's hard out there right now. You had a snowstorm in Georgia. We have COVID going on, and everybody's struggling, like everybody, and you're not alone. And now is the time to get yourself some extra support. So you don't just survive this pandemic or this difficult situation, but that you thrive it. And that honestly is not a plug for Hodges coaching. Try to get support wherever you can, whether it's a therapist, a great friend, a mentor, or a different coach. Now is the time to really invest in that so you can take care of you.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Bye.